is that Abu Dhabi have lost the toss. Fujairah have won the toss and they have decided to bowl first.
Well, thank you, Shoaib Ahmed. Looking dapper with those night glasses. Those are the lineups then. Abu Dhabi. Ali Abid, the captain, Atar Rahim, Ethan D'Souza, Kamran Atta, dynamite wicketkeeper batsman Mazhar Bashir, Mohammad Asif coming into the side, Naik Mohammad, P.A. Riaz, Rohit Khan, exciting fast bowlers, Zia Mukhtar and Zubair Khan, and Fujairah, Abdul Ghaffar, Asif Khan, the kingpin, Hamdan Tahir, Hamid Khan, Harry Bharwal, Mohammad Farooq, Mohammad Usman, Mohammad Wasim, the captain, Raja Akifullah, Uzair Khan walks into the side today, and Haider Vasisha making up the 11. Just a reminder, Fujairah has won the toss, decided to bowl first. And joining me in the combox to start our proceedings will be Mr. Mudassir Ali. Mudassir, welcome. Hope you've had a good dinner.
Thank you for the dinner, Abdul Rahman. What a wonderful matches we are witnessing here in Dubai Cricket Stadium. And looking at the side of Fujairah, they have made a couple of changes. Gigi Janardhan misses out. So Junaid Siddiqui, the fast bowler. And the interesting fact is that Uzair Khan, who has been included, the last edition, he was a part of Abu Dhabi team.
And he was a very important part of Abu Dhabi. Guided them towards the final. A familiar face. It's like the English Premier League, where a player has a transfer from Manchester United to Chelsea or Arsenal. The beauty of this must have played order at Emirates D20, powered by FanCode, the premier franchise state tournament here in the UAE. You get to see the likes of the youngsters, Haider Vasisha, and the more experienced player, the Asif Khan, in the same team, learning from each other and friends against each other as well. With Uzair Khan coming up against his teammates. Interesting. Though the Junaid Siddiqui is missing out. One thing I love about Junaid now is he controls the amount of cricket he plays. He looks after his body really well. Might have been a forced change. Might have been him deciding that he wants to take a rest, not play back-to-back games.
The first ball of this match, nicely driven through the offside. There's a chase by Farooq Momin. Starts off brilliantly here. Couple of runs off the mark. Both the teams started this tournament with a win. Abu Dhabi with that comprehensive win against Ajman last night. And Fujairah defeated the Sharjah, the tournament opener. It's a Naik Mohammad and Ataur Rahman out in the middle.
Oh, squeeze him up. Very good comeback delivery by Akif Raja. And a slight fumble behind the stumps from Dan Tahir. Usually very steady, very stable. And just marking his stationary position again, just dipping in front of him. This wicket, I feel, is getting a bit slower as the days are progressing, Mudassir.
Nicely bowled, and look at that running between the wickets. Very quick off the block. Ataur Rahman and Naik Mohammad. The seam position by Akifullah is brilliant. Bowling on that middle stump and moving away from the right hand batter. Ataur Rahim, 12 matches so far in D20, 284 runs to his name. Couple of 50s and the strike rate of 101. 88 is the best which he scored in the last edition of D20 series.
Well, I know for a fact that he was very upset yesterday, and so was his coach, Mr. Asghar Khan. Missed out on a chance of getting a half century. This is a different challenge now, a different category of bowler. He's not needed a sighter. Played it down towards third man. Abdul Ghaffar does really well. Keeps it to a single.
There was a chance for a couple of runs. They were slow off the block here. Naik Mohammed and Ataur Rahman was played towards the backward point. Just a single has been added to the total. There's a slip, point cover, extra cover, mid off, mid on, and short mid wicket inside the 30-yard circle for Akifullah.
Oh, this one coming into the batsman. A couple of outswingers and then the one that just stays with the angle. Naik Mohammed has done really well to get bat on that. Would have been a very loud appeal had that hit the pads.
Before the start of the tournament, Abdul Rahman, everyone was talking about Sharjah, Fujairah. The way they started Abu Dhabi against Ajman, they showed their better team if we compare to the last edition. Did their homework pretty well.
Well, again, looking for the single. Oh, he's very upset, Naik Mohammed. He is very upset with his partner. He wanted that quick single. End of over number 1. And the score for Abu Dhabi, 4 for no loss. Well, it's Abdul Ghaffar coming into bowl from the far end. Big man. He's rapid and has a very, very mean bouncer. Getting the outside half of the bat, and Asif Khan has done really well. Just bounced in front of him. Stationed that slip. And another dot ball.
The slight change in the batting style of Ataur Rahman. Last time we have seen, and now he's not hitting the ball hard. He's making sure that it comes near to him, and then he's playing his shots. A very watchful Ataur Rahman.
Well, again, outside the off stump. It seems Atta is not the only man who's been getting coaching from Asghar Khan. Mudassir Ali as well. Playing those cover drives in the air in the com box.
No comments, please. Let's move ahead.
Mudassir Ali in his prime. A bowling all-rounder.
Look at that movement, and wide has been called. The first extra of this innings. Bowling on the off stump and extra movement. A good decision made by the umpire.
Yeah, it's Asif, the umpire for this game. Steady start. I think Abu Dhabi have the luxury. They're setting a total, so they can take a couple of overs, just settle in, see what the wicket is doing today. Or played over extra cover. Beautiful looking shot. When the left-handers play that shot, I'll tell you what, it is a sight to behold. And especially if that batsman is Ataur Rahim.
It was once again moving away from Ataur Rahim, but this time was in control. And a lofted shot over covers. A brilliant looking shot comes from Ataur Rahman. Ataur Rahim, beg your pardon, moves to 5 of just 4 deliveries.
Well, if Ataur Rahman could have batted like that, I'll tell you what, we would have won the 96 World Cup. In the air this time. Hit towards point. Mohammad Farooq moment. What an all-rounder he is as well. Batsman, bowler, fielder. Atta is now slightly confident, loosening up a bit with every passing delivery. Found the middle of the bat and then found the fielder as well, unfortunately.
This time getting that thick outside edge, and Abdul Ghaffar getting that big wicket of Ataur Rahim. There was a movement and an easy catch taken by the wicketkeeper.
Well, he was always teasing him outside off stump. Got his length wrong a couple of times, too short and then too full, and then found the perfect length. Fishing outside off stump, no foot movement from the opener. Well, that's criminal when you're facing the new ball. Abu Dhabi lose their first wicket with 9 on the board. Ataur Rahim walks back for 5.
So in comes the man in form, Kamran Atta for Abu Dhabi. 13 matches, 238 runs, a 50 and 58 best.
Well, I think that needs to be updated because he did score 85 yesterday. Oh, in the air! One-handed effort by Asif Khan. That would have been a brilliant catch. Let's have a look. Did it dip right in front of him? Or did it carry to his hands? He is looking at his fingers. Eventful over comes to an end. Kamran Atta survives. Abu Dhabi 10 for 1 at the end of over number 2. Akif Raja will continue. And it's Kamran Atta back on strike. Let's have a look at that replay then. Outside edge. Oh, just about. It is a chance, you have to say. Goes down as a dropped opportunity. Asif Khan sticking his hand out, but they have to just stick into that.
Driven hard towards short extra cover, and talking about that drop catch, it just reacted a bit late. There was that movement and extra bounce. Kamran Atta survives.
Asif Khan. Yeah, now they've updated it. There you see, best of 85, and that came yesterday. That one-sided run chase against Ajman. Again, outside off stump and a swing and a miss. Kamran Atta will have to be a bit careful. There is a big difference between the caliber of the fast bowlers of Ajman and Fujairah. You can't just clear your leg and go over cover against Akif Raja with the ball swinging at pace. Asif Khan, interesting look at him today. He's shaved off the beard, got a deadly moustache.
Bowling on right channel here, Akif, and looking smart, Asif Khan. He reminds me of Anil Kapoor and Jackie Shroff of Bollywood.
Oh, Mudassir Ali and his Bollywood comparisons. 4 dot balls so far. Oh, hint of width. Hint of width is all he needed. Kamran Atta connects. Is it going to race away? Yes, it is. Gets a boundary, Kamran Atta. Important runs in the power play.
So at last, a boundary. This is where he is at his best. Width offer and just fraction of seconds goes through the offside. A brilliant looking shot. Continues from where he has left last night. 4 dot deliveries and then a 4.
Oh, you could hear that scream of agony from Kamran Atta. That was a slot ball, and he's missed out. Steady over from Akif. 4 runs off it. Abu Dhabi 14 for 1 at the end of over number 3. Abdul Ghaffar will continue. Naik Mohammed finally gets on strike. Outside off step again, throwing his bat at it. They have a very simple mode of batting, these two, Kamran Atta and Naik Mohammed. They will throw their bat at anything that is in their zone.
The late movement by Abdul Ghaffar troubling Naik Mohammed to play his shots. Not in line, not in control. Look at that bouncer. Abdul Ghaffar troubling Naik Mohammed. Sharp bouncer coming on to Naik Mohammed.
Oh, absolute brute of a delivery. Just checking with the batsman if he's okay. Got it on the gloves. Not easy to face that sort of pace from Abdul Ghaffar, and he's a very tall guy. Gets extra bounce from a good length as well. Doesn't need to pitch that ball very short to bowl the bouncer.
This time coming into Naik Mohammed and nicely flicked towards the deep square leg. Just a single. Muhammad Farooq, the fielder, comes into play. It's completely a different ball game when you're playing against Fujairah, taking their time here, losing Ataur Rahim. Cheaply comes in Kamran Atta. He's finding difficult to rotate the strike. Just a boundary to his name. The bowlers are doing a wonderful job, especially Abdul Ghaffar.
Again, short, quick delivery. Waheed Al-Wasi Shah, lightning quick in the circle and the outfield. Gets a high five from the senior statesman as well.
Look at that bouncer and coming very quickly, Haider Wasi Shah from the point. Not only he's swinging the ball, but he's getting that extra bounce from the surface.
Yes, bounce and swing. Deadly combination. This time the ball just goes straight with the arm, no movement. But as a batsman, you're always a couple of milliseconds late at the shot because of that pace and that height from which he's delivering it. There's a good power play this from Fujairah so far. Only 15 runs conceded. Almost at the end of over number 4. Going at 4 runs and over, that's not going to help Abu Dhabi. Remember, probably the best batting lineup in this must have played over Emirates D20 Fujairah. They'll want to put up at least 150, 160 to make a game out of this. Brilliant over from Abdul Ghaffar comes to an end. Abu Dhabi 15 for 1 at the end of over number 4.
Akif will continue from combox end. A full end delivery. Finding it hard. Naik Mohammed to rotate the strike. Bowling in on tight line and length. Akif and Abdul Ghaffar winning the toss and opted to bowl first Fujairah. The absence of Junaid Siddiqui, Akif has got an opportunity.
Oh, short ball. Evasive action taken. But the pace of Akif Raja helps, gets a bit of bat on that and goes flying over fine leg for the first maximum of this Abu Dhabi innings.
Took his eyes off but was in control. Manages to put the bat on the ball and a maximum over fine leg. Sharp bouncer and definitely it will give some confidence to Naik Mohammed.
Absolutely. You're spot on there, Mudassir. Just took his eyes off the ball. But he got such a good piece of the bat on it. It went flying over short fine leg. Charges down the track this time to Akif Raja. Oh, that's not a good idea, Mr. Naik Mohammed. That is not a good idea.
Getting just carried away. Coming down the track. Not in line. Slow and steady start after losing Ataur Rahim. They wanted to capitalize in this power play. Still 9 legal deliveries left in the power play.
Akif Raja steaming in again. Naik Mohammed looking for that single that's not there. You have to pick and choose your fielders. Farooq Mohammed patrolling that cover point area. Not a good idea trying to get a single on him.
This is where most of the teams are lacking. You got that boundary. You need to rotate the strike. On the very second ball, you have got that maximum. The next 2 deliveries are dot deliveries.
Absolutely. Very well said there, Mudassir. Get a 6 of the first ball. Try to get 7, 8 runs and then try another boundary if you can. 3 dot balls and a single plus that maximum. So only 7 off the over. And if he finishes off with another dot ball, that is a very good over in the power play by Akif Raja, regardless of whether he got hit for 6 or not.
Trying to build a partnership here. Kamran and Naik. Last delivery of the 5th over. Width offered once again. Goes over the covers. Kamran Atta looking good.
Well, they've made it count and they made it a big over in the end. Naik Mohammed should have done this earlier. Gotten Kamran Atta back on strike. He finishes the over with a crunching boundary through cover. Abu Dhabi 26 for 1 now at the end of over number 5. A familiar face for the Abu Dhabi batsman coming into bowl now. Uzair Khan, left arm fast from the far end.
A quick run has been taken. Very sharp this time. Both the batters. This is good, sensible cricket. Rotate the strike and get your man in form, Kamranata, to face Uzair Khan. Mid-season transfer for Uzair Khan to Fujairah, and this will be an interesting battle.
As they say, big money move. In the summer break, a transfer window was open and Fujairah saw their opportunity. Outside off stump this time. Gets a thick edge and Akif Raja at third man does really well. There have been a lot of movement, if you think about it. A lot of players changing clubs or changing their state teams. And that's good to see. The think tanks always ready. Sharjah has got some good players as well this time. Adil Malik moving from Ajman to Sharjah. Usman Khan moving from Fujairah to Sharjah as well.
The stoppage here, and comes in Uzair Khan to Naik Mohammed. Stepping down, miles up in the air. Hamdan Tahir coming down. And a well judged catch taken by the young lad. So Uzair Khan getting better off Naik Mohammed.
A very good catch taken. Underestimated catch that. Hamdan Tahir was right at the edge of the circle and has run in at pace with the ball swirling in the air. In the end, keeps a calm, cool head and takes a very good catch, the youngster. Look at this, the ball is gone up in the air, miles in the air. And then right in front of his face, he grabs hold of it. Naik Mohammed, trying to be adventurous, goes for 12 of 15, Abu Dhabi 28 for 2. Well, as a captain walking in, Ali Abid, those numbers don't do justice to his talent. He is one of my favorite right-handed batsmen in the UAE.
For the first time, Uzair Khan against Ali Abid, and a brilliant ball from Uzair Khan on the middle stump and just moving away from right hand Ali Abid.
A peach of a delivery that, just leaving him. Uzair Khan, there's no love lost, I can tell you that. He doesn't care if he's got his best friend batting in front of him. It's very similar to when Rashid comes into bat and I'm bowling. I'll bowl a bouncer to him even though I'm a leg spinner, who usually ends up as a beamer. But don't tell anyone that.
Will continue after this delivery. Gently push towards the point region. Yet another dot delivery. You ball bounces to Rashid, but he's such a lovely person. He gets out by hitting himself. A hit wicket.
Well, clearly there's a bromance going on here between Rashid and Mudassir Ali. We'll have to keep them away in the comm box. There's no bromance going on in the middle there. Uzair Ali Khan, pace and accuracy on display. Another good delivery. What an over this. A debut over for Uzair from Fujairah. And in the end of the power play, it's Fujairah on top. 28 for the loss of 2 wickets, Abu Dhabi. Those are the highlights of the power play. Ataur Rahim looking very good. Getting a boundary first. And then falling to Abdul Ghaffar in that over. Akif Raja as well went for a few runs. It's Kamran Atta who's still there, who's crunched a few boundaries. Naik Mohammed, evasive action for a 6. And then Kamran Atta as well getting a boundary. But in the end it was Zuhair Khan who picked up the wicket of Naik Mohammed, the last wicket to fall in the power play. As soon as the fielding restrictions have been lifted, they brought in the left arm spinner. Harry Barwal had a brilliant day with the ball yesterday.
Goes big over long on. Welcomes Harry Barwal with a maximum Kamran Atta.
I'll tell you what, I have a feeling Kamran Atta is owed money by some left arm spinner in the world. Every time a left arm spinner comes into bowl, he hits the first ball for 6.
As we have seen in the last match also against Ajman, coming hard on Sultan Ahmed. Welcomes Harry Barwal with a maximum. Once again, sent out of the park. Back-to-back monsters hitting by Kamran Atta.
This is personal. This is personal. Kamran Atta does not like left arm spin. Sultan Ahmed, Ankur Sangwan, and now Harry Barwal, all facing the brunt of this man. He's backing himself to go straight down the ground, and he's clearing that fielder. We are in the Dubai International Cricket Stadium. It's one of the biggest grounds in the world.
Can we see 3 in a row on fire in this over? Forget about the power play. He started off well in the 7th over. Kamran Atta changes the line and length here. Harry Barwal goes on the back foot, just a single. What an incredible hitting here.
Absolutely. 12 runs of 2 deliveries, and he's wrestled the initiative back from Fujairah. Kamran Atta. Ali Abid comes back on strike. Oh, outside edge, outside edge. The ball is racing down to third man. Asif Lala gives up the chase, and this cruel game continues. Harry Barwal was unplayable yesterday, and he's already conceded 17 runs of 4 deliveries.
Quicker delivery and a late cut by Ali Abid, the man in form. He has been brilliant the domestic circuit this season. 4 runs, more runs for Abu Dhabi. Slowly they are raising the tempo here.
Well, again, playing through covers. A beautiful shot this. There is a fielder there. He's done really well. The youngster Matthew, who saves that boundary.
Look at that shot on the back foot. Was in control. And there comes a young lad. A debut in D series for George Matthew.
Again, width on offer. Again, cut towards George Matthew. Done really well. And you wouldn't believe it if I told you this, but Harry Barwal has conceded 20 runs in his first over. Abu Dhabi with a counter punch. 48 for 2 at the end of over number 7.
Whenever a youngster puts an extra effort, I get a goosebumps. And
Ali Abid playing it towards cover. Yes, a slight error on our part. Apologies for that. George Matthew coming in for Haider Wasi Shah as a 12th man. He's not playing today, but I'm sure we'll see him very soon in this Emirates D20.
Looking for that wicket. Kamran Atta looking dangerous. Moves to 20 through, and what an over. We have seen the previous by Harry Bharwal going for 20 runs, drifting towards the leg stump this time. A single.
Oh, he's such a character, Kamran Atta. Had a chance of speaking to him yesterday at the post-match presentation. He said he enjoys his wicket keeping more than his batting. Clearly not true. 50 coming up for Abu Dhabi in 7.2 overs. There were just 20 odd runs in the power play. They're coming back nicely here. This Abu Dhabi team doesn't roll over easily. They don't give up quickly. Oh, is that hit something? It did take a massive deflection. Waiting for the umpire's signal. Yeah, leg bye is given. I think Ali Abid was trying to leave that ball, expecting it to be a wide, but it hit his thigh pad.
It should have been stopped by the wicket-keeper Hamdan Tahir. A couple of runs has been taken by the batters.
Well, I know you set very high standards, Mudassir, and Hamdan Tahir himself sets very high standards as well. But on that particular delivery, I think he got wrong-footed because he was expecting that ball to leave Ali Abid and swing into his hands, but it hit his thigh pad and moved away down the leg side.
It doesn't matter. Still, he needs to stop that.
Oh my God. Mudassir Ali, the teacher. Mudassir Ali, the school principal. Strict on the kids.
Taking his time. Look at that fielding effort. Haider Wasi Shah. This is the plus point you have when you have young legs in your team, putting all their efforts, saving those singles and couple of runs for your team.
I was just talking about youngsters. I do have to say, again, just on Hamdan Tahir, a couple of editions back, he completely out of sort behind the stumps. He was a bit overweight, a bit slow. I even called him a goalkeeper once. And I think he didn't take that personally, but he did take that into consideration. He is fit, he is quick, he is nimble, and he's improved leaps and bounds. Look at that. That's a very difficult collection right next to your ankle. And his batting is improved as well. So you might be a strict taskmaster, Mudassir Ali, but I'm going to side with the kid today, Hamdan Tahir.
We'll continue this conversation the next over. Nicely bowled, but unable to find the gap this time. Ali Abid with the dot delivery. Over number 8 comes to an end, 53 for 2.
Well, the captain brings himself on. Mohammad Wasim coming into bowl. Harry Bharwal conceding 20 in the over. And a wild outswinger to start off proceedings. I'm not a big fan of this. Harry Bharwal might have conceded 20 runs, but he is your premier spinner. You have Farooq Mohmand as well. Rizwan CP and Rahul Bhatia were unplayable on this wicket. Give the opportunity for the spinners to continue.
Movement and back-to-back wide deliveries and We'll continue from where we left in the previous over, talking about Hamdan Tahir and on-air comments made by you. He took it in a positive way, Abdul Rahman, because we had a discussion earlier, me and Hamdan Tahir, and you can see the change in the lad, looking fit.
Well, he's about 2 or 3 out of the 300 players who've taken my comments positively. Positive is Kamran Atta. That's his nickname. 27 already. A cover drive in the air. Wasim, military medium.
Back-to-back wides, then a boundary. Nice looking shot, was in control. Goes over the covers. Runs are flowing. They started off slowly, but slowly they are changing the momentum. On the back foot, goes towards the mid-wicket. Back-to-back boundaries by Kamran Atta.
Well, Kamran Atta, even Wasim looks perplexed, and that's not happened very often. He's enjoying himself here in the Emirates D20.
I do understand he's the captain of the team, but there is a leggy in the side. You need to try your best bowlers, and if they go for runs, then as a part-timer you can come and you can bowl.
Oh, you've just called Wasim a part-timer. He's taken David Visa out of the equation and helped UAE beat Namibia. So I'm sure he fancies himself as a bowler. But I tell you what, one man who doesn't fancy him as a bowler is Kamran Atta right now.
Former Indian captain Mohammad Azharuddin got a wicket of Steve Waugh. Still, the expert used to call him part-time bowler.
You went too far back in history. Michael Vaughan got Wasim Jafar out. And even on Twitter today, they have that banter going on where he calls himself a premier off spinner. Well, on a very serious note, I do agree with you. Mohammad Wasim coming into bowl, he could still pick up a wicket here. But he's conceded 11 already. And Farooq Mohammad and Harry Barwal are just scratching their head, thinking, what have they done wrong?
After this delivery, the previous delivery, I can say, he's improving as a bowler as well. A good batter.
Mudassir Ali is on a roll today. Political statements left, right and centre. Wide outside off stump. Ali Abid misses out on a cut shot. He'll be very disappointed. Lots of space there between third man and deep cover. Back-to-back expensive overs from the commentary box, and 20 conceded by Harry Bharwal, 11 by Wasim. Can he pick up a wicket here? Can he get a breakthrough?
Sharply coming into Ali Abid, a very watchful Ali Abid. 11 runs has been conceded by Mohammad Wasim. 9 gone, 64 for 2.
Oh, it seems to be the tactic was to change ends for Harry Bharwal. That makes sense. Spinner coming in from the far end. Everybody laughing in the comm box. Don't understand the intricacies of being a captain. There you can see. First ball, right on the market. Brilliant.
I need to send this clip to Mohammad Wasim. Support coming from the comm box for Mohammad Wasim.
Well, I've always supported all the players here in the UAE. Mudassir, I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Except me and Rashid, you never supported us.
I'm the fairest man in the air. In the air. Kamran Atta has to fall back. Harry Barwal gets a wicket. Wasim's tactics have worked. Change of end for Harry Barwal. And he gets the breakthrough.
This was the thinking. Then a smart move, I would say, by Mohammad Wasim. And Harry Bharwal getting a dangerous Kamranata back to hut. Well judged catch taken by Abdul Ghaffar. Is 64 for 3.
Well, that wicket bringing in the drinks break. And to take you to the end of this innings will be Abid Ibrahim and Shoaib Ahmed. Abid, welcome.
Thank you very much, Abdurrahman Tariq and Mudassir Ali. Oh, lovely delivery there to start with Harry Barwal. He's just got a little bit more confident after picking up that wicket. It took him a different end, took him a bit of tapping. Oh, now that's unplayable delivery, Shoaib.
Good evening, Abid. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, welcomed by this excellent ball from Harry Bharwal. Just one wicket in this over and no run conceded yet. Quicker this time from Harry Bharwal has been played towards long on, and that will be the first run in this over. Was expensive in the first, but has come back strongly in this over, Harry Bharwal.
Yeah, he's just given one in this over, while as the previous over he's gone for 20. Smart move from the captain to use him from the other end. That's the kind of belief you need to have on your bowlers. Goes big, goes high, maybe a chance but difficult one. Oh, Harry Barwal had to do that all hard work, but just couldn't reach to the ball.
That should have been taken, not to be, and that will be a single to end the over. 10 overs have been bowled. Abu Dhabi are 66 for 3. Mohammad Wasim continues. Swing and a miss from Ali Abid. The ball just kept a little bit low that occasion.
Yeah. Well, previously few overs gone for runs, but last over from Harry has brought Fujairah back in the game, definitely with that wicket and giving only a couple of runs. This time, Wasim was trying to bowl onto the pads. Not amongst the quickest one, Wasim, but definitely an effective one.
Yes, he's got a very good control over his bowling and a smart thinking bowler, knows where to bowl, how to bowl to different batters, reads the game well. This one's been chipped and chipped well over long off. The fielder is inside the 30-yard circle and the long on fielder Akif Raja will only fetch the ball once it reaches the rope. So 4 runs for Ali Abid and Abu Dhabi breached the 70-run mark.
Well, that was a very confident looking shot, Shoaib. Yeah, that was not even bowled too full. It was the right area where Wasim has pitched that, but great control on that shot.
This is even better. This time the timing is impeccable and the ball will sail over the ropes. That's gone for another 6, so a 4 and now a 6. Another expensive over continues from Wasim.
Well, despite losing a wicket, Ali Abid, the captain, has taken things on his own hands. Now he's got 10 of 2 and this one was little fuller. And the result is even better. Maximum over the mid-off. Wasim is now pushing back that mid-off fielder. Little too late, I think.
Yes, the kind of length he's bowling, you need to have a long off in place. Let's play that towards covers. Looking for 2 and will get them comfortably in the end. So this is good batting, sensible batting from Ali Abid. 12 runs in this over.
Yeah, lots of support for the team, Abu Dhabi. Their players. And they're looking good in yellow. The kind of color that attracts everyone.
Smoked towards the cover sweeper again for a single, and that will be the end of the 11th over. 13 runs off it. 79 for 3.
$79 for 3, Abu Dhabi. With just 11 runs past all, thanks to that previous over. Gone for plenty of runs from Wasim.
Harry Barwal continues his third over. 22 runs in his 2. 20 of the first one. Flighted. Catch it is the call. And Wasim will not drop that. Not easy, but he's taken an important catch. And Harry Barwal strikes again for the second time in his spell. And it's the danger man, Ali Abid, who'll have to walk back.
Huge wicket. The captain has to take a walk out. And Wasim would not drop that one as he's taken him for the ride in the last over. And that's a small kind of a revenge. Nicely kept his eyes on to the ball and picked up big wicket. And it's Ali Abid who's taking a walk out with a 100-run strike rate, 22. It's 79 for 4 Abu Dhabi.
4 wickets down, Abu Dhabi. 79 on the board as Mazhar has come into bat. Has been given a juicy full toss outside off. And he's played that well towards cover sweeper for another single. He's off the mark with that run.
Yeah, well, indeed, both of them now batting on one only. Both are fresh at the center now. It's kind of a rebuilding phase for Team Abu Dhabi. They lost Ali, and I don't understand why Ali Abid was accelerating so high. Almost every delivery he was looking for big shots, and it's not easy to get those runs against the spinners in this wicket.
Yes, 11 overs 81 is not a bad score. It's just that the wickets is a concern. But Abu Dhabi, they've played a fearless brand of cricket. And they'll continue to try and attack. Outside off. And cut straight to backward point. No run.
I played little too late over there. I think the idea here from Mazhar is also try to play as late as he could. That's clear evidence that they want to put on a partnership here. Doesn't seem to be in a hurry.
Rocked on the back foot again. Wanted to cut it. Finds the fielder. Good over this one. Just 2 runs off it.
And a wicket, more importantly, and a big one. The huge wicket of Ali Abid. Harry's been bowling great. Oh, this time even better. He was just trying to find that pad in front. Good tactic, good attacking bowling. This is from Harry Barwal. Abu Dhabi is 82 for 2 for 4.
Farooq Momand, the leg spinner, has been introduced into the attack. Starts off with a delivery outside off. Not a lot of turn on that first ball.
Sure, probably to find that turn, you need to flight the ball in the air. That's been the key here. The first game he saw is Van CP, the captain of Emirates Blues. He's flighting ball a lot here. Kind of a similar tactic should be applied by Farooq Mohammad. He should give some air to the ball.
Yes, you're right. I think the slower you bowl, the better.
Oh, big shout there. Hamdan Tahir looks confident. And we are going upstairs. Maybe a drama. Maybe a big concern for Abu Dhabi.
Well, we'll have to look in the replays to find out whether that back foot was in the air or outside the crease. Yes, clearly outside the crease at this moment in time. Still outside. And I think that is trouble for Abu Dhabi.
He has to have something behind that popping crease. Smart work from Hamdan. He kept his eyes very close, and now it seems to be very close call. And it is up to the third umpire. And he should have some part. Even in half an inch will do. Yeah, I think we're just waiting for the result. Still, the confirmation is yet to come in.
Difficult, very difficult call. It's better that we are sitting here in the comm box and just waiting for the umpire to decide that one. And I think that's been given not out. So lucky escape for Asif. That was marginally close.
Again, he was trying to bowl a flighted delivery here, got it too full. Usually for the leg spinners, it takes a little bit of a time to get their line and length. So yes, you can afford to give little time to Farooq.
This has been a problem for Farooq. When he bowls quicker, he gets the length right. But when he tries to flight the ball, that's when the ball doesn't land where it's supposed to land. That's much better ball from Farooq, and they've taken a quick single.
Yeah, well judged there, Shweb. And he's not turning the ball huge as well. He's just getting a little bit of a movement, little bit of a turn, and we haven't seen that googly as yet.
It's straight to Farooq Moman. He's got that straight onto his hands. They're looking for two. We'll get 2 runs. But that was hit hard. I think it's the end of the over. 13 overs have been bowled. Abu Dhabi are 87 for 4.
It's Harry. Will continue here, and I don't see any reason not to. He's been containing runs and picking up wickets as well. It was the only first over he's gone for 20, and since then, he's got an end that he wanted, and he never looked back. And just given 5 runs in 2 overs before this delivery, and picked up 2 big wickets. Yeah, that's what you need to do. Just flight the ball in the air.
Oh, and that's given. That's an edge. And Asif is out. He's walking back. From the television, we couldn't find that there was an edge, but clearly the umpire and the bowler and the keeper knew about it. There you go, Amnan Tahir appealing and celebrating at the same time.
Yeah, even the batter knew it that he's got a nick onto it. And he has to take a long walk back here. Mohammad Asif couldn't deliver. Scored 5 runs of 8 deliveries. It's 88 for 5 Abu Dhabi.
Five wickets down, Abu Dhabi are in a spot of bother. The runs are not coming in, and the wickets are crumbling and tumbling at the moment. Harry Barwal, he's got 3 wickets already. Flights the ball, gets some turn and bounce.
Yeah, acknowledged that good delivery there by the batter. Yeah, perfect line and length and the turn.
Gentle push towards mid-wicket. Will only be a single. And singles won't hurt Fujairah. At the toss, Mohammad Wasim said anything around 130, 140 will be a good score to chase. And as of now, Abu Dhabi will be looking to get to that total somehow. They've still got some overs left. 6 overs after this. Wasim has clear plans on how and in what way to approach the innings. Has done well as a captain until now.
Yeah, driven there That was the arm ball, the only quicker one that Harry bowled so far. Is mixing it up nicely. They got half of the side as well to do that. So 140, 150, they should be eyeing on.
Catches the call and multiple tries from Mohammad Wasim. He juggled quite a few times, but just couldn't hold on to it. Harry Barwal could have gotten his 4th wicket, not to be.
Well, there you go. Look at that leading edge, and Wasim, first attempt, second, third, and it goes on. Oh, at the end, it just got slightly away. Maybe he thought that he got the ball. End of 14, 89 for 5 Abu Dhabi.
Oh. 89 for 5 as Farooq Moman continues. 5 runs in his first.
Yeah, he's not been as effective as we see Harry Barwal from the other end. It makes the perfect combo between the two, the leggy and the left armour. And that's more likely. He tried to bowl that flighter delivery, but got it a little too full, and Akif has to do a work. And he'll get 4 runs. A little bit of a gift from Farooq Momin. He tried to bowl up, flighted delivery, got a full toss and easy picking for the batter. Riaz gets his first boundary, and it was driven and drilled too hard. It was difficult. The fielder Akif tried his every bit, couldn't hold on to it.
That was hit hard by Riaz. 4 runs for Abu Dhabi. They are inching closer towards the triple figure mark of 100 runs.
And they need to get there.
Taken on the full this time. Riaz plays it towards mid wicket. Will only be a single, and that's smart batting. They've still got 5 overs to go after this. They have to make sure that these two just play those 5 overs and get to anywhere around 140, 150.
Oh, that's gone high. That's gone up. Farooq will not get to it. It will just bounce in front. Usually he's an exceptional fielder. This time he had to do the double work. Bowl and field.
Yes, just couldn't get there. No chance for him to get there in time.
He hits it on the own side. A lot of force. They're very watchful. They don't want to play aerial. It's just that few of those good deliveries is getting those leading edge.
Another dot ball, and that'll be the end of the over. 15 overs have been bowled. 5 more to go. Abu Dhabi are 96 for 5.
It'll be Uzair will be coming back into the attack. He's got a wicket and given 4 in his 2 overs. And it's just that the time when the captain feels let's take a wicket, and he brings his strike bowler.
Well, Uzair, he's playing for his ex side. Was a part of the Abu Dhabi setup in the previous edition of D20. Now he's a part of Fujairah. So there will be some history. Uzair burst into the scene with Abu Dhabi. There was a poor delivery straight to the fielder at fine leg, and Asif Khan, he's not having a great day. That's the second chance that he's dropped, one at the slips, and this time at fine leg. Should have been taken. Was caught napping at fine leg.
And I'm still trying to figure it out. They've got 5 wickets, but how many catches has been shelled down? Lots of opportunities going down. Add 1 to that book and it's been put down by Asif Khan.
That could have been a second wicket for Uzair, not to be lucky escape for Mazhar.
Well, when that happens, when your fielders put down the easy chances, then you more of yourself realize that maybe I need to be around that wicket to wicket channel, and you get into that defensive mode.
Yes, you need to back your bowlers, no two ways about it. Catch and will be taken. Softest of dismissals. Mazhar trying to play that towards third, has found the edge of his bat, and an easy catch for the keeper there. Hamdan does the rest. Uzair gets his second wicket.
At this time, the catch has been taken, and with the man with the gloves, Hamdan Tahir, takes the comfortable catch, and the batter was slight bit of on a back foot, and that would bring the end for him. It's 6 wickets down. Abu Dhabi still struggling to get the 100 runs on board. Ethan comes in, and it's a pressure situation for the left-hander. Now you see that movement of the seam. Uzair is just a kind of a bowler that you need in the team, which trouble the batter. Now look at that movement off the seam, and not a much of a chance for the batter to even play that cut shot because you're too new to the crease.
Ethan D'Souza, this one is being played over backward point. Chase for the fielder Asif Khan, who will cut that off. He'll be off the mark with those 2 runs, Ethan, as Abu Dhabi get to 101 at the end of the 16th over.
It's Riyadh and Ethan D'Souza now. They'll be looking to get Team Abu Dhabi par around 40 more runs. They'll be looking for now the field set for Abdul Ghaffar. Lots of production. Oh, that's a little bit of a movement there. The ball is slightly nipping into the right-hander. Can be effective at 17th over.
Abdul Ghaffar. He'll have a great a role to play in this Fujairah setup as a bowler.
Yeah, you just can't count him as a bowler. He's a fine batter as well. Whenever you need runs, he's your man. Quick runs, in fact. And just a movement there against the left-hander. That's what I was talking about. He's nipping into the right-hander and moving away to the left-hander. Still a bit of movement for Abdul Ghaffar.
Yes, a movement in the air, and Ethan D'Souza just lets it go. Doesn't want to chase that one. That's much closer to the off stump this time. Nicely played towards cover sweeper. Sweetly timed as well. But will only be a single.
Yeah, that was a quick delivery there. He just got a hand in a little bit of a bat there. That was slight bit aerial in the air for a while, but in the gap between the fielders, it was Hamid Khan was at that boundary line to cut it down from the boundaries. But I think maybe they can afford to watch out this over and maybe first 3 deliveries from the next over. They need to make some runs quickly, Shoaib.
Now, runs are going to be difficult from here on. The kind of bowling Fujairah has, it's not going to be a walk in the park, especially for the tail of Abu Dhabi to score runs. So it's looking difficult and very bleak at the moment for Abu Dhabi. Fujairah have been dominating in this first innings.
Yeah, it seems to be that they just want to carry that winning momentum. The last game, they got a victory. So is Abu Dhabi, but this one is up in the air. Hamdan has to do a little bit of work. It was a little difficult for the man with the gloves, but with the pads on as well.
Yeah, he couldn't get there. And so couldn't Asif Khan. Landed right in the middle of those two fielders. Went high up in the air. That ball was a good bouncer, a well-directed ball. And as you can see, fell right in the middle.
Ghaffar is getting too close to get the wicket, and he gets this time. Knocked him out. What a pitch of a delivery. Swinging, seaming, coming in. And that was the wicket they were looking for. Riaz has to take a walk out. A new batter would be on non-striking end because that last delivery from Abdul Ghaffar was a gem of a delivery. The batter did not had any answer to that. It was just right into that.
That was a wicket delivery, beautifully bowled, right on the middle stump, foolish delivery. And what I liked about this ball is that the way he set it up, the first ball was a bouncer, and then he bowled that brilliant Yorker, inch perfect.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Amdan was shouting for that leg before. I'm not so sure. But then the throw was also not so convincing here.
That ball was swinging in, and that was missing the seventh or the eighth stump.
If not sure where it was hitting, but where it hit, that will bruise up tomorrow. Oh, tries to play that pull shot, and that slow bouncer has deceived him completely. And this is look at that. It's just that trying to get that area of that wicket. They will just want to use that shorter length deliveries to surprise for one full.
That's been played high up in the air. Mohammad Wasim does well to get there, but just couldn't hold on to it again. If he can't take those catches, I don't think anybody else can. One of the best fielders around. Did all the hard work, but just couldn't hold on to it.
You see the intent from Wasim. That was miscued it up in the air. He's captain. He's got the game in grip. He could have gone casually, but look at the effort, the commitment, the fielding. He brings the fielding into the whole next level. What a star player.
Yeah, I think he'll be disappointed he couldn't take that catch. You expect somebody like Mohammad Wasim to take those catches. Fujairah has bowled so very well all throughout this innings, has bowled some really tight lines and lengths, and he's got 2 wickets. Could have been more had the catches been taken. Just 12 runs in his 4 overs.
Yeah, exceptionally well done there with 2 wickets as well. And he announced it a little too early that he's going to shuffle around, and Uzair pulled his length back. So that brings the over to an end. 109 for 7.
Two more overs to go. 109 is the score. How many more can they get? Quicker from Ghaffar. Just played that towards Quail Zubair, and he'll scamper through for a single.
Yeah, Sheb, as you were mentioning, Abdul Ghaffar is kind of a bowler who sets the batter to take that wicket. So no surprising those few deliveries is going to bang it short as he moves forward. Maybe into the last few deliveries, you'll see that unplayable Yorker.
That was the best ball of the match for me. Slower this time from Abdul Ghaffar. Under edge, Ethan. And gets a single again.
Ghaffar with a huge experience he carries through right from the first class of Pakistan. I think he played for Lahore there. A quality all-rounder. And Nelson on board. Be expecting something. It's always an action when we are on Nelson. Oh. Hold on, we'll still be on Nelson. It's a dot ball. Swinging into the right hander. Zubair is looking for those aerial shots.
That missed the leg stump by a few inches. Oh yeah, that was very close to that third stump. Wild swing from Zubair, clearing his front foot, trying to go downtown. Has missed it completely.
Oh, this was the delivery we have been talking about, but very close to those three sticks.
Again, that Yorker, but that movement in the air sometimes is a boon, sometimes it's a curse. Had that not moved, that would have smashed into the stumps. But because of that in-swinging delivery, that movement in the air for Abdul Ghaffar, it has missed that leg stump yet again.
But for me, it's Zubair who's come in at number 9. Maybe he's got a little bit of a batting skills. Oh, he's put it away. There you go. He's showing his class already, showing what he's got. Got 4 runs of Abdul Ghaffar.
Yes, he was expecting that length and was ready to play that shot, clearing his front foot yet again. Look at that, wide towards mid-wicket, and gets 4 runs. Boom, boom is what is written on his bat, and I think that is what he believes in.
Yeah, that went like a booming. Oh, this time he tried to play a little cheeky shot behind the keeper. Ghaffar cannot believe it how it is missing the stumps. Living dangerously, Zubair. It's 115 for 7.
So it's Akif Raja, Akifullah, bowling the last over of the spell of the innings. And his spell as well. 19 runs is what he's conceded. Hasn't taken a wicket yet. We'll want to change that in this over.
Well, despite haven't picked up wicket, but he's bowled some containing 3 overs. Oh, he's been punished maybe. He got all of it? No. The fielder will come underneath it and takes that catch. Well. Timed it well, but just could not get the distance. It's a huge ground and he chose to go towards the biggest part of the ground.
Well, Akif, as we said, he wanted to change that, get a wicket in this over, and the very first ball of the over, he's found that wicket. Ethan going towards square leg, got the elevation, not the distance, and a very good catch in the end at square leg. It was Hamid Khan at square leg taking that catch. Ethan D'Souza walking back after scoring 7 of 11. It's 115 for 8. Fuller delivery outside off. Some movement in the air. It's still moving. That's a good sign for the fast bowlers. It's the 20th over and there is still some movement in the air. That was full and outside off. Completely missing the line on that delivery. It's Zia, who's the number 10 for Abu Dhabi.
Oh, chopped onto his stumps. Tries to make room, but bowler follows. Lots of drama on that single delivery, and Akif picks up his second. Well, when he started this over, he didn't had one, but it seems to be that he'll enjoy his day.
There's 2 wickets in the 3 deliveries. Got the edge of the bat and the ball crashing into the stumps. It was a slower bouncer. Played way too early, Zia. And just couldn't get it anywhere. But then got it on the stumps. Zia Mukhtar out for a duck. It's 115 for 9.
Up in the air, and third man will not get to it. Mohammad Rohit, it starts with the boundary, not a convincing one, but he'll take it.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how they come, as long as they get those runs. Abu Dhabi in this last over, getting a thickish outside edge. The third man fielder was way too wide, and by the time he could reach there, the ball crossed the ropes for 4. Rohit is off the mark with a 4. 2 more deliveries to go. All these runs are just bonus for Abu Dhabi. Another short ball, beaten by that height, but they'll take that single, and it's called a wide, so he'll have to bowl that again. Akifullah is not happy with that decision, but that was way too high for Rohit.
Yes, slow bouncer attempted there. Look at that. Back of the hand, but that was too short and too high for Mohammad Rohit. And it's been action pack over so far. Wicket, wicket 4 and a wide. Yeah, that's where you need to be. That's where you need to bowl when you're bowling at that over. They're taking chance for the second run. Maybe he's got him. Maybe. We are going upstairs. Well, the third umpire will come into the play.
Yeah, good overall cricket from both the sides. Akif starting that ball with a Yorker length delivery. Harry Barwal picks it up one hand, throws it at the right end over the stumps, and Hamdan Tahir is good with the gloves, and I think that is going to be adjudged out. He was shot and just couldn't get there in time. So that's going to be wicket number 10. And that'll be the end of the innings for Abu Dhabi as well. Yes, it's been given out. And 121 is what the score will be for Abu Dhabi. In fact, it'll be 122 with that single. That's the final score. Abu Dhabi managing to get to 122 with 1 ball to spare in that first innings.
Quite tough day for Abu Dhabi there. They were just hoping to get around somewhere around 150, but they just failed to get so there because those wickets were trembling. Some exceptional bowling there from Hari Bharwal and the seamers. Akif in the end picking up 2 wickets and a run out on his final over. And Ghaffar picking up 2. That's how the batting card turned out to be today. Nayak got 12 or 15, and then Atta was not able to get some runs for himself. Just scored 5, but 2 man scoring most of the runs. It was Kamran and the captain Ali Abid.
Yes, and let's have a look at the bowling of Fujairah versus Abu Dhabi. 6 bowlers used. Mohammad Wasim bowling those 2 overs was expensive. 24, the most expensive of the lot. Raja Akifullah getting 2 for Abdul Ghaffar as well. He bowled well. but Uzair Khan was the pick of the bowlers, and so was Harry Barwal. 4 overs, 12 runs, 2 wickets for Uzair. Harry Barwal getting 3 in his 4 as well. Farooq not being able to get 2 wickets, any wickets in fact, in his 2 overs. So 122 is what they've managed to get, Abu Dhabi, and 123 is what the score will be for Fujairah to chase in the second innings. Let's look at the highlights.
Yeah, that was the thing started there. Not a favorable start for Abu Dhabi. They just got 12 runs from the opener and the other one only scoring 5. That was miscued in the air and the keeper takes the comfortable catch. Harry went for 20 runs in his first over. He was tonged, was hit and taken for a ride. And we thought that he won't be able to make a comeback in the game, but it was only us who were thinking this, but not the captain. Brought him in with a different end, and Wasim was also on a receiving end, giving 11 on that over. And Harry just went through that middle order. Then Ali Abid succumbed under pressure. He was just looking to go hit few biggies, and that was simple catch for Hamdan. A few catches for Hamdan there behind the stumps. That was a peach of a delivery, and in the end Akif picking up those 2 wickets, and the final wicket coming off, a run out. Yeah, that was Zia dismissal, and this was the final run out where Harry Barwal picks it up and throws it to the right end, and the batter was not too quick. Hamdan enjoys it, and now it is time for Fujairah to come back to bat, but for that we'll take a short break and be right back. It's 123 target in 20 overs. Welcome back, viewers, to this exciting game of MazaPlay.net Emirates D20, powered by Fan Code. And of course, it's 2022. We're live from Dubai International Stadium, the Ring of Fire. We've seen Abu Dhabi was batting first and scored 122 when they got all out. And we're just waiting to see the response of Team Fujairah. And it's no one else better than Mudassir Ali to be around with me in the commentary box. Welcome, Mudassir. It's been a while. I've been missing you around.
A very good evening to you, Abid. It has been a love at first sight, way back in 2017. What a collapse we have witnessed in the first innings. They started off well after losing a couple of wickets. The partnership between Kamran Atta and Ali Abid looking dangerous, but poor shot selection led to the downfall of Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, a big man here at your screen, Asif Khan, with huge numbers. He's got a very good strike rate and a very, very healthy average of 35 and the best of 101. Now that's big, big numbers that we're talking about. That 101 speaks itself that he does it usually when he gets into batting, but unfortunately today he does not have a lot of runs on board to score 100. And alongside him, it's Hamdan Tahir, young. There you go. First ball, flick on the onside. It will be a boundary, I think. Yes, it is. What a bang. What a start.
Asif Lala has been promoted today up the order. The captain giving him an opportunity to showcase his talent on the legs. Glorious looking flick of the wrist towards deep square leg of the mark with a boundary.
First ball, I think the bowler was trying to nip it in to the right-hander and got it a little wrong onto the pads, and it was easy picking for Asif Khan. Agent passes the slip score, and that will end up giving him another 4. It's 2 boundaries in first 2 deliveries.
A quick delivery, a risky shot playing away from the body, getting a thick outside edge and racing towards the third man. Back to back boundary. Back to back boundaries, and someone is so happy in the com box, Abid. He's really enjoying the batting of Asif Lala.
I'm sure everyone does enjoy his batting. Asif Khan, what a player. Yeah, just very watchful here. It's Mohammad Rohid from Abu Dhabi. He's express. He's very good bowler. And not the bowler you want to attack on a very first over.
After a couple of boundaries, a dot delivery, and a nice gesture here by the captain, promoting Asif Lala and giving his place as an opener, Mohammad Wasim.
And he does that so often. This is up and over. Beautiful play, that cut shot, and hit him exactly as he wanted, just over the fielder.
Dealing in boundaries here. Once again, width offered on the back foot, just flies over the point, racing towards the boundary. Looking dangerous, Asif Lala.
Well, it's been a great batting display. And you're immediately under pressure when you don't have a lot of runs on board. No, he sprayed down the leg side. Keeper will not get to it. That will be another 4 and add a extra run there.
Not an ideal debut for Rohit this time. Drifting way down the leg stump. 5 runs has been added. Talking about Asif Khan Behrooz, a run machine in UAE domestic circuit. N number of records to his name.
Yeah, undoubtedly one of the finest player we have in the domestic. Represented UAE as well. Still banging the door Oh, this is up and over through the covers. Executive shot. That's beautiful. It's a treat to watch him. What a player, Asif.
Hand-eye coordination is the key for Asif Lala. Stand and delivered once again. Playing through the offside, managing that boundary, taking full advantage of power play. An expensive over going on here. Still one more delivery, 21 runs so far.
Very, very expensive over this one. I think Rohit was trying to get wicket and it got a little wrong for him. Yeah, very watchful and he'll keep the strike as well. Just nudged it towards the onside and it's 22 of first over. Big over for Fujairah. Zia Mukhtar will come in. A bit of a high economy there for him, if around 9 runs. He's got 9 wickets in 9 matches. He'll be up against Asif. Oh, what a shot this is! Out of nowhere, out of the screws, one bounce into the fence. What a great shot!
Welcomes Zia Mukhtar with a cracking shot. Way outside the off stump, latches on this. On a rampage tonight, Asif Khan Behrouz.
Well, he seems to be unstoppable. Yeah, very watchful on the onside now. I think Zia bowled much better line this one. Earlier, he offered a little bit of a width. And you know that it's kind of a bit of a crime if you give him a width outside off.
A great start for Fujairah, courtesy to that clean hitting by Asif Khan Behrouz, belting the fast bowlers with ease.
Well, yesterday we seen him with a different tactic. He was 100% against the spinners. Today against the fast bowlers. So he's all 3-dimension player. Give him spinners, bowlers. When he's having his day, he'll score from everywhere. And this time, onto the leg side to the left-hander, and Hamdan Tahir gets 4 runs, and it was fine leg who was up.
Young wicket keeper off the mark with a boundary nicely using the wrist glided past fine leg. Runs are flowing here.
Yeah, a little bit of a off target there. Zia Mukhtar kept fine leg up and bowled onto the pads. Oh, this is much better. Much better when you have the slip on and you can move the ball around. Give it a try.
As you mentioned, Abid, the first day he came into bat after losing Mohammad Wasim early and played an anchor inning for his team. Took his time, then went off to the bowlers. But he loves to open the innings.
Well, tell me something he does not love in this cricket game. And I tell you, more than batting, he enjoys his bowling. It's just that the captain, when he's playing around, captains does not offer him to bowl.
I would say useful all-rounder to have in your team because he has that knack of giving you that getting a breakthrough for your team. A brilliant player to have in your team, Asif Khan Behrouz. Once again, a bounce and a movement by Zia Mukhtar against the young Hamdan Tahir. With the dot delivery over number 2 comes to an end 31 for no loss. Racing towards the target, belting the bowlers, Asif Khan, and straight away, this change in the bowling went for runs. Rohit making a debut in D20 series, and it's Zubair who will replace Rohit from the far end, spinner, and he loves to bat against spinners in the power play.
I think they heard you. You said he's a lot comfortable against the fast bowlers. They brought in the spinner. Or you're saying now he's strong against the spinner? Well, he certainly is. Right behind the side screen, that's gone sailing. And a maximum glorious hit. Asif Khan is unstoppable tonight.
It doesn't matter for him if it's a left arm, right arm fast ball or a spinner. He only knows one thing, to send the ball out of the park, going straight over the side screen, dealing in boundaries. Quickly moves to 28 of just 9 deliveries.
One more delivery there. Was a bit of a back of the line delivery, not too full, and Asif was expecting it to be a little bit fuller. Was making room and wanted to go at the same region, straight over the bowler head. When you get first boundary or 6 on a first delivery, it's always the bowler who's on a back foot.
This time push towards the long on, manages a single. 7 runs so far. He has been a great asset for Fujairah, whether it's D10 or D20. The start of this tournament, he was a part of Fujairah, then moved to Ajman, then came back to Fujairah and doing wonders for this team.
And just a flick on the on side and they'll take a easy single. Well, indeed, wherever he goes, in whichever team he represents, but he's a very impactful player. You just can't keep him out of the game. I've been seeing him over the years, and I find him more comfortable while chasing.
On the back foot, straight towards the fielder. Good looking shot. If you look at the ratio of his batting while chasing, and those big hundreds comes when he opts for chasing, and a quick run has been taken by Hamdan Tahir and Asif Khan. A fumble, and they went for that run.
Yeah, but I think in the end it was the young man who got to the crease. 40 for none at the end of 3. 44 none at the end of 3. Well, while you're chasing just 123, what better start you can ask? Ah, Zia Mokhtar, much stronger. Now, I would like to see that run out incident. I mean, he was close to get that run out. Bit of yes-no calling between the two. It was hit too hard. You have 40 runs on board. And you're still risking your wicket. Look at that. Hamdan was just on a verge to get dismissed.
Smart thinking to keep Asif Khan Behruz on strike. Once again, leaving dangerous. This time taking a thick outside edge and over the first slip. Yet again a boundary.
Well, just runs, it will count as 4 runs. Doesn't matter really. Throwed his bat into it. Quick hands flung just over the fielder. That slips Gordon. Will not get into it. Zia Mukhtar bowled quite a bit of a quick delivery there. And when it's your day, it's your day. You cannot do anything about it. He'll get runs. All you need to do is just play. What a flick shot on the onside. That was a brilliant delivery. Almost unplayable delivery, but out of nowhere, Asif Khan got a 4 runs on the onside.
A short of words here. Down the leg and look at that wrist coming into play. And ball racing towards the fence in no time. On fire, Asif Khan Behruz. Dubai, we are seeing an early Christmas and New Year fireworks in Dubai Cricket Stadium.
Yeah. Beats him here with a little bit of movement. The keeper wanted to get him out. Just maybe he thought that he's just hanging around the garden. He's maybe got outside the crease, but he's very smart. Well, talking about fireworks, talking about the Christmas being around here. There you go. You get the ring of fire.
Brilliant, brilliant batting by Asif Khan Behruz. Taking the charge and putting Abu Dhabi on the back foot, chasing that modest total of 123. 48 for no loss. We are in the 4th over.
Yeah, no need to play that one. It was well within that wide. Yeah, easy decision there for the umpire. That's a pressure. And when you're just spraying it on the on and the off, when you bowl good, you still go for runs. And that kind of a day when you think what I need to bring up.
I think they have bowled those Yorkers, short ones outside the off stump. Why don't you try a slower delivery? Try to deceive him with the pace.
Well, the quicker you bowl, the further it travels. On a tier 2. Goodness me, that was a monster hit. Well, oh, you can only smile on it.
On a roll, on a rampage here. Asif Khan Behruz this time goes big towards the second tier in the Dubai Cricket Stadium. Look at that monstrous hitting. 50 comes up for Fujairah. We are in a shock as well as we are so happy the way he is hitting the ball.
Yeah. Another one. This time through mid-off. And that stays a hit. What a sensational knock this has been. 50 of just 19 deliveries. Asif Khan, you take a bow. What a knock.
Brilliant clean hitting. Brings up to 50. 4 overs gone. 61 for no loss.
Well, look at that 50. Quick fire 50 of just 19 deliveries. He played all round the ground with a strike rate of 263. Well, he was simply unstoppable. He's still unstoppable. Look at those shots. played some extraordinary shots. It's just by the time pass with every single delivery coming his way, he's getting better and better.
Zubair continues. Hamdan Tahir this time goes down on one knee and well judged catch taken in the deep. Walks back Hamdan Tahir.
Well, could be out of a frustration because he was on non-striking end for a long time. Lost his focus, maybe wanted to join the party by scoring some big runs. And that fielder was planted right there because they know that Hamdan likes to play square of the wicket. And a simple catch in the end. Hamdan Tahir walks out scoring 5 of 6 deliveries. It's 61 for 1.
The fall of Hamdan Tahir. In comes Hamid Khan, 12 matches in D20 career, a 50 to his name. And look at that strike rate, 145, 66 best to his name. Another hard-hitting batter in this lineup. Quick, like a lightning between the wickets. Asif Khan Behrooz wants the strike back.
Yeah, he's a lot quicker when he's running towards the striking end. He loves to bat. He loves to bowl. Oh, it's a no ball and into the gap as well. That will go teasing for 4 runs and no ball will add a little bit of a salt to the injury.
It's a big sin as a spinner if you are bowling that no ball, overstepping the line. And goes through the offside. Asif Khan Behrooz. Runs are flowing here. It's tsunami. Dubai Cricket Stadium.
Well, you don't usually see spinners bowling a front full no ball. But Zubair certainly did that. Bowled that front foot no ball. But free hit. Got away. Then got hit for a biggie. And Asif certainly in a mood. That's up in the air. Out of the reach from the fielder. That might go to the fans. No. Well done there. Exceptionally well done. And they'll take only 2.
We are so used to see that force and maximum from the blade of Asif Khan. The 2 doesn't look good.
I would say simply when he's on that mood, give him strike. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's a bullet out of the gun. Beautiful shot down the ground.
Tournament 4, number 77. On the back foot, goes straight like a tracer bullet, goes past the fence. Brilliant, clean hitting by Asif Khan Behrooz. Moves to 16, no time of just 23 deliveries.
Oh, keeper missed that opportunity there. There was a chance of getting him dismissed, stumped, but that wasn't the case here. Keeper missing it out. They'll take a single quickly and Asif Khan will keep the strike. It's 74 for 1 at the end of 5. Well, it's 5 overs done, 74 for 1. Well, Rohit will bowl to Asif, and that's Upish in the air. Could be a chance. It's Skyer and put it down, and Asif gets a chance here. Well, it's that kind of a day. Me and Mudassir are being dragged out of the com box because Abdul Rahman Tariq and Shoaib Ahmed wants to join the com box because they just cannot keep themselves out of the game.
Well, thank you so much, Abid Ibrahim. And I have to say, I have to steal the mic away from their hand. A catch dropped, and Asif Khan. Well, if you've been watching the cinema, you know there's a certain character called Mola Jat, and he's looking like him, and he's got that willow in his hand like a Gandasa. 62 of 25. Asif Khan wants to go and watch the semi-final, Argentina versus Croatia. He's in a hurry. As I welcome Shoaib Ahmed into the com box. Well, Shoaib, we were talking of Rohit as the left-arm fast bowler, and he has faced the full brunt of Asif Khan's bat.
Oh yes, Christmas is early. It's come early in Dubai, and that's thanks to some great fireworks from this man on your screens. Asif, 62 of 26. That's the kind of carnage that we've witnessed here, and it has been an absolute treat to be witnessing the special innings from the special man.
Again, slightly short. Frame that delivery. Save it. It's a rare sight. It's as rare as a rhinoceros. It's a dot ball. Asif Khan, 62 of 27. Again, hats off to Mohammad Wasim. Taking that chance, sending in Asif to open the batting. And he's paid him back handsomely. We're still in the power play, Shoaib Ahmed. And 76 on the board already.
This is clearly the fastest and the most runs scored in terms of the power play overs that we've witnessed so far. And it has been a blistering knock from Asif. 62 of 28 is no mean feat, especially in this ground. It's not a small ground compared to the other grounds that we've played or seen Asif Khan play, the Sharjah ground or in Ajman. This is a proper cricket stadium with proper boundaries, and Asif has made it look so small with those big hitting from his blade.
Oh, in the air. Have we talked him out? He's running underneath it, and another chance goes down. Asif Khan Behrooz can do no wrong today. I don't think they want him to get out at all. I think the Abu Dhabi is enjoying it as much as we are.
Well, fortune favors the brave, and clearly Asif has been brave enough to continue that onslaught. He's not stopping for anything or anyone. Again, trying to go big. That should have been taken. That's a chance that will be very, very disappointing for Abu Dhabi.
Well, last ball of the over. And he does what he's been doing since the start of the power play. Takes a single. Will be back on strike. Over number 6 comes to an end. 79 for 1 now for Fujairah.
शाबाश रियाज वेल बोल रियाज वेल बोल ठीक है बोल ठीक है मदर भाई चले वो
P.A. Riaz, the off spinner, coming into bowl. He has chosen the far end. That's the bigger end on the leg side. And Shoaib Ahmed, I have to ask you the question. Is this a good idea? The off spinner turning the ball into Asif Khan's arc.
Well, I'm not sure anything is going to work against the kind of batting that Asif has shown. This one's been again sliced up in the air towards backward point. Just beats the fielder at that position. More importantly, he'll get 2 runs and will be back on strike.
Well, it's Mudassir Ali and Abid Ibrahim who are now standing right on top of our heads, saying, you guys have come in. And since then, Asif Khan has been dropped 3 times. Get out of the com box. Let this game finish quickly.
Yeah, it's not over until it's over. This one again played straight down the ground. Not the best of timing. Will only be a single.
Well, Hamid Khan sent in at number 3. Still no Mohammad Wasim. Interesting move this by Fujairah, giving an opportunity, I guess, to some of its batsmen. It was Asif Khan yesterday as well who scored the most number of runs.
Yes, no situation, and I think Asif would have wanted to open against Abu Dhabi. He's in good form, so he, I think, wants to capitalize on that and get as many runs as possible for his side. Remember, this is a round robin format, so the net run rate will also be a big factor.
Goes for the sweep shot. Ball is in the air and again lands in no man's land. They keep hitting it in the air, and the Abu Dhabi fielders either fall short or just don't hold on. Not helping themselves, Team Abu Dhabi.
That was again a wild shot from Hamid, just landing between the two fielders. Over long off, over extra cover, and that's gone the distance again. Asif Khan has hit that and hit that cleanly for yet another 6.
Oh, finally. It's taken 11 deliveries since you and I walked into the com box for that man to hit a 6. We've broken the jinx. And again, what a hit in the slot. Clears his leg, goes over extra cover. It's not an easy shot to play. And he's made it look so simple, Asif Khan.
Oh, waited on that occasion, and he's hit that high and handsome, over long on, back-to-back 6s for Asif Khan. Tournament 6s 32, and I think half of them have come from the bat of this man. 7 overs, 95 for 1.
Well, Hamid Khan will take strike. Rohit will continue. He's deserved this third over. Was very unlucky. Had a chance to get Asif Khan out not once but twice. And the catch was dropped. Shoaib, well, I'm going to ask you a very controversial question here. Asif Khan is 20 runs away from 100. And Fujairah need 20 to win. What does Hamid Khan do from here?
Well, I don't think that's on his mind. Hamid never thinks in that direction. He's only thinking about hitting the ball out of the park every time he comes out to bat. But if he manages to get a single, I think that'll be a big favor for Asif.
Well, they're not no strangers, Hamid and Asif. Just a few weeks back, in a final of a T10 tournament, Asif Khan and Hamid opened the batting as he takes that single. And they were chasing 80 odd runs in the final. Hamid Khan faced 3 deliveries. 3 deliveries. It was Asif Khan who scored 78 out of those 80. 6 overs, we were done and dusted, and we went back home. And at the post-match presentation, I asked him, and he said, I apologize to Hamid Khan, I have to go back home with him. So he was my partner in crime, but I made sure he faced a couple of deliveries.
Well, that is Asif Khan for you. That is how dangerous he is. Clearly one of the best in the UAE. 80 runs in 35 deliveries, and that could have been even lesser. It's just because Asif Khan decided that he wanted to defend a ball and play a dot ball, that there is a dot ball.
Well, it's Asif Khan's world and we're living in it. He
Absolutely.
decides to take a single, he takes a single. He decides a dot ball is on card, he takes a dot ball. Unbelievable class by the man.
Nicely bowled by Rohit. He's looked impressive. Yes, he's been taken for some runs, but in the context of the game, I think he's bowled really well against somebody like Asif. And you can see Asif giving him the respect as well.
Well, Rohit did start from that far end and he went for 22. Since then, he's pulled it back nicely, clearly favoring this commentary box end. Again, this is a long tournament. I think he will choose this end as he continues in this tournament.
This one's been played nicely by Hamid. Behind backward point, up and over, 4 runs. So Hamid now joins the party. And Gavi Botha, he's been kept busy tonight.
Yeah, both umpires having their work cut out, getting a lot of exercise. Not a bad option to stretch those two arms, loosen up the lats. And Hamid Khan has hit a boundary, and Fujairah, in a quick flash, have reached 101. Oh, through him, very well bowled there by Rohit. End of a good over in the context of the game. 101 for 1 now, Fujairah needing just 22 runs to win. Well, Asif Khan, one eye on the scorecard, one eye on the bowler. 19 runs away from 100, 22 needed. And Zubair has bowled it very well. Getting some bounce as well, Zubair.
That was a good ball. Some turn, some bounce, some revs on that delivery. Slower again, using his feet. Asif has played that towards mid wicket and he's decided not to take a run. Typical Asif Khan.
Well, absolutely. I think now the idea is clear and simple. He wants to get 3 hits and he wants to get to 100. It will be a rare, rare milestone. Again, slower delivery, getting some turn as well. Asif Khan, for the first time in a very long time, losing his shape while trying to go across the line.
He's trying to hit too hard, Asif. And I think Zubair has found the right pace to be bowling at Asif. He'll have to continue bowling at that pace. This time it's quicker. This is smart bowling, very smart bowling from Zubair.
We are just struggling a bit now, Asif Khan. And this is what happens sometimes in a game like this. When you're trying to hit the ball a bit too hard, when you're trying to reach a milestone of some sort, you just lose the plot a little bit. Has he middled it? Has he middled it? Yes, he has, and he's found the gap. He gets a boundary. Well, if I'm Ali Abid right now, I'm going to bring all the fielders in and stop that single.
Oh yes, single is definitely on. We'll have to wait and see how Asif takes that single. But right now, that was a good shot. The placement was excellent between the two fielders. No chance for Ethan to cut that off. Last ball of the 9th over. Outside off. Very happy to take that single and keep the strike, Asif.
Yeah, and again, gets a fist bump from Hamid Khan as well in the process. Good support from his partner. 106 for 1 at the end of over number 9.
कोई गल नहीं
Rohit will continue. 17 to win, 14 for the 100. In the slot again, this time in the air, goes over mid-wicket, cow corner for another maximum. Asif Khan moves into the 90s. Belligerent, absolutely belligerent.
Well, Asif Khan, that was in the slot, waited for it, played it in the gap, and managed to get it over the ropes as well. Yes, what a special knock this is. One of the many that Asif Khan has played, but this one clearly will stand out and will be remembered, especially because of the kind of approach he's brought right from ball number 1. 92 for him. Goes big again towards the square leg. It's high. And will it go the distance? Yes, it will just clear the fielder. And it'll be 6 more runs.
Well, the luck is with him. You have to say that. The cricketing gods are looking down at him and smiling. Gets a top edge, goes over square leg. The shortest side of this Dubai International Stadium boundary. And just about 2 inches outside the rope. 98. 2 runs away from the first 100 of this Emirates D20 2022. He's plays it in the gap. He's pushing for 2. Is he going to get it? No. Rightly sent back Hamid Khan. 99 of 45. 4 runs needed to win from here.
Well, the message is clear for Hamid. Get a single and only a single. And get Asif Khan on strike. A deserving 100 for Asif is on the cards, and everybody in that dugout of Fujairah wants that to happen.
That's brilliant to see. What camaraderie, what teamwork. Oh, he sacrificed himself? No. That would have been a run out. But the direct hit is missed, and Asif Khan will be back on strike.
Yes, that was a very tight run. But again, the idea is to bring Asif Khan on strike. 3 more runs to win the game. But more importantly, for Asif, it's that 1 run to get to that first 100 of this edition. Asif was already off the mark as soon as the ball was released by Rohit.
Rohit, I know it's not in the spirit of the game. I'll tell you what, I would have monkered him. I would have taken those stumps out of the equation.
Well, it's the rule. It's not against the law, so it's absolutely within the laws of the game. It's an official way to get to that 100, and this is a brilliant innings. Asif Khan, take a bow. One of the special players in UAE, and you know why. This is why he is what he is. A name to reckon. It is Asif Khan with another 100, the first of this edition of Emirates D20.
And look at that celebration. Even Hamid Khan has given him a bit of a kiss. What a performance. What a champion this man is. Asif Khan Behrooz. The first 100 of this Mazaplay.net Emirates D20 powered by Fan Code. And what a 100 it was. On the pads. Flicked down towards fine leg. An easy boundary. 7 sixes, 11 fours, a strike rate of 223, 46 deliveries for that 100, Shoaib Ahmed. It was a masterclass.
Absolutely. I think it is one of the innings that you would want to see as a case study on how to get hundreds and how to get big hundreds in a pressure situation, in a ground like this, the conditions that they were. I think it is a special knock from a special man. Asif Khan getting that 100 in just 46 deliveries. 11 fours and 7 sixes, and he's made a mockery of this run chase.
And the Fujairah dugout walking out. Again, you have to say, very well done to Mohammad Wasim. An opener for Fujairah, regular opener, giving his slot to Asif Khan, and he's repaid the faith in the team. Ali Asad, the coach, right behind them, part of this management setup. And they'll be very happy with this performance. They have made a statement victory right here. Yesterday against Fujairah and now against Abu Dhabi. The men in green are looking like the world beaters that they are.
Champion side Fujairah, and a champion win as well for them against Abu Dhabi. Both the teams were in the finals of the previous edition, and this time as well, the result favouring Fujairah. What a comprehensive win this was. Batting in that run chase, 124 was the target, and it was comfortably chased thanks to a magnificent innings from Asif Khan. 103 of just 46 deliveries.
Yeah, not a lot to talk about in that batting card. Just that one man sticking out, 103 of 46. And the bowlers, well, look at those economy rates, 14.5, 15, 16. Zubair Khan, the pick of the bowlers, picked up a wicket and was almost unplayable against Asif Khan. But the rest of the bowlers, well, I think they just have to forget about this game. They are a good side, Abu Dhabi, but they were up against a man on a mission. Asif Khan, clean hitting. Well, these are the highlights, and there will be only one man in the highlights, and that man is Asif Khan. 7 sixes, 11 boundaries. I hope we can get all of those in this highlights reel. Brilliant batting. Didn't matter if it was a spinner or a fast bowler. Hitting straight down the ground, clean. Monster hit that one in the top tier. You don't even see that in international games here at the Dubai Cricket Stadium. Hamdan Tahir was very unlucky. Got a full toss but found the fielder. And Asif Khan just went on his merry ways. Took a liking against the spinners. P.A. Riaz was given a couple of chances. You have to say that. A few catches dropped. Rohit getting hit for 2 sixes. And then last ball boundary to get to that 3-figure mark. Well, that's the match summary then. 122 Abu Dhabi. Kamran Atta again amongst the runs, 32 of 21. But he wasn't supported by any other batsman. Harry Barwal went for 20 runs in the first over and then went for 7 in the next 3 and picked up 3 wickets. Uzair Khan and Abdul Ghaffar picking 2 wickets each. And then in the run chase, 124 for 1, 103 for Asif Khan. Fujairah winning by 9 wickets. Well, Shoaib, we will be back after a short break for the post-match presentation. Is Abid Ibrahim, who is going to be with the man of the match. There are no surprises, I think, who that man is going to be. Stay tuned as we go for that presentation and then come back.
Well, when you want to get to the 100, it's nothing can stop you your way, no matter what is the total on board. That kind of a game we had here between Fujairah and Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi batted first, just scored 122 runs, and that was a very marginal, small target for a team like mighty Fujairah. It was quite comfortable for them to chase it down, but that's way further than that. Well, we'll come to that, but first of all, welcome to the post-match presentation party of this MazaPlay.net Emirates D20, powered by Fan Code. Well, we had some fireworks here at the Ring of Fire, and it was one man stealing the show. We'll come to that, but before that, thank you so much, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, our match referee, to be giving that player of the match memento. And it's none other than Asif Khan Lala for his brilliant 103 of just 46 balls. What a great knock he played. Sensational inning. Throughout the innings, he's kept that scoreboard and all of us on our toes. आसिफ भाई मतलब लिख के आए थे आज 100 करना है बोर्ड पे कितना भी हो रन्स करना है
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। सबसे पहले अल्लाह का शुक्र है मेरी टीम जीत गई है मेरी परफॉर्मेंस से। तो मेरी हरदम कोशिश यही होती है, तो शॉर्ट टारगेट था, मेरी कोशिश यही थी कि मैं अटैक करूं। अटैक किया, अल्लाह ने उसमें कामयाब किया।
वसीम भाई भी टीम में थे, यूजुअली वही ओपन करते हैं, लेकिन आज आप ओपन करने आए। छोटा टोटल था, फिर भी मतलब एक अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली, उसे ग्रैब किया दोनों हाथों से।
बिल्कुल यही प्लान था, लेकिन वसीम ने मुझे बोला आज ओपनर आप जाओगे, थोड़ा सा प्लान को चेंज किया। तो मेरी कोशिश यही थी, क्योंकि लो टोटल स्कोर था, तो मेरी कोशिश थी कि इसमें अगर मैं 100 कर जाऊँ तो एक बिग अचीवमेंट है मेरे लिए। तो एज ए प्लेयर मेरी कोशिश यही होती है, मैं अपनी परफॉर्मेंस और अपनी मेहनत करता हूँ, बाकी रिज़ल्ट अल्लाह के हाथ में है। तो मैं इसी तरह हार्ड वर्क करता रहूँगा, इंशाल्लाह अल्लाह कहीं ना कहीं कामयाब कर देगा।
बहुत अच्छी बारी थी आपकी, लेकिन ये वही विकेट है जहाँ पे बाकी सारे स्ट्रगल कर रहे थे। मतलब टीम अबू धाबी ढेर हो गई 120 रन्स में, लेकिन आपने अकेले सिंगल हैंडेडली 100 किया। यहाँ पे बड़ी मुश्किल विकेट थी क्या?
नहीं, मेरा ख्याल है जितने भी यहाँ पे मैचेस पहले भी खेलते हैं, अभी भी खेल रहे हैं, टेनिस बॉल बाउंस है, तो इस तरह की पिच पे अगर सामने आप हिटे मारेंगे तो आपका चांस ज़्यादा बढ़ जाता है रन्स करने के लिए, क्योंकि बॉल थोड़ा स्लो आता है, तो उसमें चांस होता है। तो मैंने यही कोशिश की, उसमें अल्लाह ने कामयाब किया।
Very well done and congratulations. We look forward for more of these performances.
थैंक यू आबिद भाई।
Well, that was Asif Khan, who is really happy to get 100, first 100 of this exciting tournament on the UA. So, well, we'll now go back to the comms for the newcomers and the upcoming games for tomorrow. They'll give you updated. See you then.
Well, thank you, Abid Ibrahim. Just catching our breath here in the com box as well. MazaPlay.net Emirates D20 2022 powered by Fan Code will be back tomorrow live for more games. It's going to be Sharjah versus Dubai. That's going to be a humdinger. Both the teams have lost their first two games. They'll want to put the first 2 points on the board. And then Emirates Blues will be playing Ajman in game number 6 live from the Dubai International Stadium. Well, that is me and Shoaib Ahmed signing off from the com box. You guys have a very good evening. We'll see you all tomorrow.
pressure. Get up, don't stop the music. Honne, honne de halla, halla, halla.